Hello everyone. Now, before we start the reading, I'm sure some of you are wondering why it is that I am dressed in military design with war paints. Well, my friends, it's because I'm dressed as any soldier would be dressed for war. Some of you may not be aware, but there is a spiritual war going on as we speak. I've heard a few different spiritual soldiers speak out about the final battle that is occurring this month in January. So I would like to talk to you a little bit about that in my intro videos this month. The final battle, I like to think of it as a video game. And like any final battle or any video game, you spend the entire series prepping and getting ready for this kind of boss character, this kind of final boss at the end. You know, we all have these kind of things in our life. It's these things that we get ready to fight. These things that have become a major battle for us. We all have things that we would like to overcome. We all have things that we're fighting for. We all have things that we're battling. And now these can be emotional wars. These can be spiritual wars. These can be mental wars, and they can very much be physical wars. But the one that I'm speaking about is more so a spiritual and emotional war, which in my opinion is even more serious and could be possibly even more bloody than the wars we've experienced in this physical realm. So, my friends, I've come to you with war paints. Well, my my I don't even know the word. That's how serious I am. I just can't even think of the word right now. This is my interpretation of war paints, because I wanted to visually express to you guys how serious this war is for us. This final battle that's taking place on this in a couple of days with the new moon in Capricorn. Now, for those of you who are a little confused still and who aren't really understanding, Capricorn is the 10th house, and in the 10th house, there you could find the legacy, you could find the government, you find the authority figures of power in our world. And with that being said, you can also find corruption. And I believe that has everything to do with the wars that we're going to be fighting the end of January. These are wars that we spent all of 2016 and 17 and 18 preparing for. And I strongly advise that you guys creatively and mentally and spiritually get ready for the wars that will be fought on the new moon in Capricorn. And I wanted to do the beginning of my videos this way because I know that on different levels we are all fighting different wars in our life. For some of us, we are fighting wars against ourselves. Others of us are fighting wars against our twin flame. Some of us are fighting wars against our shadow self. And as I mentioned, this war, you know, it took years and years and years for us to prepare for it. So needless to say, this final battle, this final boss is pretty gnarly. And we're going to need our entire mind, our entire body, our entire soul and spirit with us all together. It's very important that we face our fears and that we face what's up against us, whatever it may be. Whatever it may be, it's going to be different for all of us. But nonetheless, this new moon in Capricorn on the 15th is really going to reveal the true character of all of us. It's going to be nearly impossible to hide the true character of you, because that's what Capricorn is all about. Capricorn is about the true integrity that lies within a person, and for that matter, the true integrity that doesn't lie in some people. Nevertheless, it will be revealed. This is a very serious month. This is a very serious time. The moon and the sun have not had a chance to be together in Capricorn in a year. And now we have finally reached that point, guys. And as you all may know, Capricorn is a very serious and responsible energy. So this is all about rising above these mountains. These mountains that we climb. Mental mountains, emotional mountains, spiritual mountains, physical mountains. We all have mountains. We all have obstacles. And that's what Capricorn's about. Capricorn is about perseverance and pushing through the obstacles, right? Capricorn's ruled by Saturn. Saturn is all about what restricts us, what places boundaries on us. And I myself, as a Capricorn rising, have been recruited for this war for a very long time. Anyone with Capricorn energy, and let me tell you, we all have Capricorn energy somewhere. For those of you who have Capricorn in the 3rd house, you are being recruited to speak out with integrity. For those of you who have a Capricorn North Node, it is your destiny to fight. For those of you who are Capricorns, you are aware of this war going on. Capricorn Moon, you can feel this war. So wherever your Capricorn energy may be, that's where your integrity lies. That's where your character lies. For me, it's my spirit. And I just wanted to come to you guys today and utilize that Capricorn spirit that I have. So, like all my other videos, I do want to go over a little bit of the astrology, and I want to go over what you can look forward to in my readings this month. Very intense messages this month, guys. I'm going to try to still remain my positive Pisces creative self, obviously. This is me being creative in a more serious way. But yeah, you know, my readings are going to be pretty serious this month. And I mentioned mountains. I'm actually going to be doing a mountain spread. And this is just something that I creatively thought of, and you'll see in your video. So if you would like to continue watching, what you're going to be seeing and what I'm going to be giving you as a message is, I want to reveal to you the mountains of 2018. Possibly the mountains that you've been climbing for years. I want to reveal to you your obstacle. And for some of us, the war that we're fighting is going to be fought with our very own mountains. I don't want you to be afraid. Like, some of you may really get in physical fights, but you know, I'm disappointed if that's true, because it isn't the physical aspect that matters now. It's the spiritual aspect. What are you willing to spiritually fight for? Where does your spiritual integrity lie? Who is your spiritual character? Physical fights, you know, anybody can physically fight, but can you like fight on a soul level? That's what this is about, my friends. So Pisces Priestess is going to show you your final boss in mountain form, because this is Capricorn season. And yeah, I'm going to be doing that. So since Capricorn is the 10th house, I'm going to be using 10 cards to show you what your greatest obstacle is. And I hope you're following me here. I hope this makes sense, and I trust that this will make sense to those who it's supposed to make sense to. So also, on a lighter note, I have 2 special giveaways. Aries being one, and to be honest with you, I forgot to look at my YouTube to see who my second winner is. But Aries, shout out to you. You guys had over 1,000 views. And Aquarius, you guys had over 1,000 views on my last video last month. But Aries made it very soon. I'm very happy about that, because I spoke out last month about, you know, I didn't really have many Aries viewers. And apparently the universe heard me, and a lot of Aries have followed me, and they're giving me a lot of good feedback, and I really appreciate that. So Aries, stay tuned. You will be getting a special giveaway in your reading. I will be using a new deck that I received for a gift. I have not came out and shown anyone this deck yet. I will be doing a whole entire new video of its own, revealing this deck to you. That's going to be something fun, so be on the lookout for that video later on in the month, closer towards the end. And don't worry, everybody else, as a token of my gratitude for all of you, I have made it past 500 followers. And back in the beginning of my journey, when I thought of this YouTube channel, back when I had 12 followers, you know, which still meant the world to me. I never knew, it's not about the followers to me, it's about the message. And, you know, I told myself from day one, when you know, 500 is half of 1,000. Oh man, when I get 1,000 followers, you guys, oh wow, well, I will get creative about how I repay you all for that. I'm talking free readings, extra readings that I upload to YouTube, you name it. I'll be doing, because this matters so much to me, and I hope you can feel that in my readings. So thank you all so much for helping me with my battle. Part of my battle, you know, is being Pisces priestess, and I fight spiritual battles every day. I fight emotional battles with my own light and dark every day. You know, I am enlightened, and part of being a light worker and part of being on this enlightened journey is people think that you're perfect when you're enlightened and when you can do these kind of things, but it couldn't be farther from the truth. When I chose to be an enlightened individual, I chose to wear my darkness and I chose to wear my light so that I could speak out as an advocate for others who are struggling with their light and their dark. So I truly thank you from the bottom of my serious heart right now for each and every one of you who have followed and subscribed to my channel. I have 600 followers now, so as a token of my gratitude, I will be pulling an extra card for everyone. And it is Capricorn season, which is a little bit more of a mysterious season. So I will be pulling an extra card to reveal a secret to you from the House of Knights, which I think will be very helpful for the readings. So do look out for that, guys. And as I said, Aries and one other lucky sign, and I guess everyone's just gonna have to watch. I can't remember. I'm so sorry. I did not check, and I was so eager to start these videos. I didn't check who liked my videos. But Aries, you hands down, you won every month I give a special reward to whatever sign likes my videos the most and views my videos the most. And Aries, you won the view part. Now, as far as whoever liked my videos the most, I'll have to check, and I will be honest. I'll just check and see what number is the greatest. And so do look out for that. So another lucky sign, and it's going to be a surprise to me too. Might be Pisces, I don't know. But do look out for that, guys. So let's jump into the astrology, and then we will get going with your January readings. So prepare to understand your own mental mountains and spiritual mountains. This is going to be literally a mountain with 10 cards. So I'm very excited. So guys, you know, the astrology part. I have it on my phone this month. We started the month off, well, this is also January, so happy January, you guys. Happy 2018. We started it off immediately. I thought it was very significant that we started the month and year off with a Cancer full moon. Cancer is ruled by the moon, and this is the blue moon, right? You know that saying that people say, they say, oh, once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon, this will happen. Well, it did happen in the beginning of this month, and it was very, very intense. You know, the moon was at home, Saturn was at home, and this opposition between between Cancer and Capricorn was very much felt. I believe all of us are collectively in a different cycle. So we had that full moon in Cancer on the 1st. Another very interesting thing, you guys, is that a lot of these months in January up until April, we have two moons. Usually we only have one full moon, but the way that time has lined up, and yes, it can be explained. It can be explained in a logical way. February only has 28 days, but I believe that this is an energetic thing. This is energetically designed. This is divine. This is meant to be. We have 2 moons in January. We have 2 full moons in February and March, and in April the moons finally get back on track. So very exciting, very intense energy, right? I'm sure you all can feel it. So we started the month off full moon in Cancer. January 2nd, Uranus went direct in Aries. Uranus is the ruling planet of Aquarius, so Aquarius. Maybe you guys have felt a little bit more of a relief. I know when Neptune went direct, I felt very forward-minded. I felt I could move forward spiritually. So congratulations, Aquarius. Your ruling planet is finally direct. All the planets are direct right now, guys. This is a huge green light for the universe, for us to go, fight your battles, persevere, move forward, keep going, don't give up. All the things that we wanted to do, we can do them. The planets are rooting for us. So yes, we had Uranus go direct right after the full moon. On January 11th, Mercury entered Capricorn. We have a Capricorn stellium right now, you guys. There are so many planets in Capricorn. We have the moon in Capricorn. Mercury is now in Capricorn. The sun is in Capricorn. Venus has entered Capricorn. Venus entered Capricorn, I believe, the end of last month. We also have Pluto in Capricorn. So this is a super stellium. So much. No wonder my Capricorn rising wanted to dress in army war material, war paint. This is very much a war. And we need to rise up as soldiers against anything that stands in the way between us and our own success. We have a new moon in Capricorn tomorrow. And I wanted to get these videos uploaded before the new moon so that you could have your January messages. I always try to get my videos uploaded before the new moon. So we have a very, very intense new moon in Capricorn where and I think I'm going to do a whole new video. I'm going to do a whole video on the new moon, you guys, so that we can get these messages out clear. So do look out for that. I told you I would be coming out with a lot more videos. January 17th, Venus enters Aquarius. So right after that new moon, isn't it interesting how we have this intense energy? This is going to ground us, and like I said, we'll talk about the new moon in my new moon in Capricorn videos. I'm going to record those in the next few days as well. Venus enters Aquarius January 17th. The sun enters Aquarius on the 19th. Few days. We are rocking and rolling, guys. We are moving on strong. January 26th, Mars moves into Sagittarius. We'll talk more about that in the Sagittarius video, guys. And then, at the end of this month, we end this month with a gnarly full moon total lunar eclipse in Leo. Okay? We had an eclipse in Leo back in August, so this energy is coming back around, you guys. And then, right after that, on the same day, end of the month, January 31st, we end the month with Mercury entering the alien realm of Aquarius. I'm not sure if you guys know how intense this is. I'm not sure if you know the meaning. And for those of you who don't, Pisces Priestess is going to be here to interpret these things creatively in my thorough way that I usually do in my videos. A lot of stuff, guys, a lot of stuff going on. And obviously there are a lot of different battles, even our own country. I do believe that this is the dawning of a change. I do believe that, and I'm not trying to be Oprah here, Oprah's an Aquarius, but she's right. There is change on the horizon. And I declare, and I see, and I feel that there will be, so over the next 6 months, we will see the beginning of changes in our government. We will see the beginning of changes in our police force. We will see the beginning of changes in the laws of this land. That is what the 10th house is about, and we have the moon and the sun here, you guys. So change is on the way, grounded change. New moons are all about the beginning of things, planting the seeds for the future. So the next 6 months, you guys, it won't be only us who are changing, but our world is changing as well. And when the world changes, we change. And when we change, the world changes. We're all changing together. But before that change can take place, we have to fight for change. Like all of the great historical figures of this country have said before. So guys, welcome to your January videos. Welcome to a new year. Welcome to a new calling. Welcome to the battle. And let's do it together. I do hope that these videos are helpful this month. And I do hope that they are relatable. And I'm really excited to relay these messages to you. So I hope you enjoy your metaphorical mountains. See you in a little bit, guys, in your other videos. Hello, Aquarius. How are you doing? This is your January video. So, not sure if you guys watched my intro video or not, but this month I decided to do a little something creative. And I'm going to be talking to you today about the battles, the mountains, and the obstacles that you are facing in your final battles here with the Capricorn new moon tonight. So I covered a lot of the astrology in the beginning of the video, and other than Uranus being in Aries and going direct, there's not, well, I take that back. We have Venus entering your sign tomorrow, guys, so that's very interesting. Your reading might have a little bit to do with that, so we'll keep that in mind. Mercury is going to enter Aquarius on January 31st at the end of this month. And also there is a Leo eclipse at the end of the month as well. So that's your opposite sign. You're the South Node, so that has everything to do with your energy as well. So other than that, you guys, the actual energy for you in the universe this month has everything to do with your 12th house Capricorn and your 6th house of Cancer. So the 12th and 6th house, very interesting opposition. It's naturally Pisces and Virgo on the wheel. So January 1st, we had a full moon. We brought this new year in with a full moon in Cancer. And Cancer, as I was saying, is your 6th house. So your 6th house has everything to do with your health and your lifestyle. And full moons are about completions and new beginnings. So beginning of the month, beginning of the year, bringing in 2018, Aquarius, you could have had your lifestyle on the brain. Certain endings and new beginnings with that full moon there. And now that we've reached the middle of the month, we have a Capricorn new moon tonight, you guys, on the 16th. And we'll be under this energy for a couple of days, possibly the 17th as well, depending on where you live. So new moons are a little bit different than full moons. This is a time where we are, you know, we're focusing on the intent for our future. We're planting the seeds for our future goals. So for you, this is your house of subconscious. This is your spirituality and your imagination, Aquarius. So for anything spiritual or emotional or anything that has to do with the dream realm or Pisces energy, if you'd like to, you know, set intent and manifest changes for yourself over the next moon cycle, that would be a great time to do that tonight. So this is all about your spiritual lifestyle, Aquarius. So I want to get this mountain going for you guys and get this mountain explained for you. So this is a reading for Aquarius spirit. Let's see what it is that Aquarius is battling. Let's see the obstacles of Aquarius. This is the Aquarius reading. Let's get the mountain for Aquarius going. So first we're going to find your guys' foundation. We're looking for 4 cards, spirit, preferably one at a time. So what is Aquarius battling? And I did see the 10 of Swords just now. So there could be some sort of mental pain going on, but that card didn't pop out. So we'll see what actually pops out for you guys, and then we'll explain it for you. So let's see here. Aquarius, the water bearer. And we have your season, guys. We can't forget to say that Aquarius also has birthdays in January. Oh, guys, we have the High Priestess and the 10 of Pentacles. So there we go. There's your first 2 cards, some sort of literally your 6th and your 12th house there. 6th house Cancer, 12th house Capricorn. We have water and earth energy there. Water and earth are very much energies in the universe right now. We have a Capricorn stellium right now. Oh, so we had the 5 of Swords come out, and what is this message here? Oh, wow, we have the World hidden underneath that. So we have your first 4 cards, Aquarius. And these were the cards that were laying on the table. We have the Three of Cups. The Queen of Wands has tried to show up for you guys as well. So we have the Queen of, I'm going to fix this computer, move it up a little bit. We have the Three of Cups with the Knight of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. So I would say this is very much about balancing your finances, Aquarius. And this is coming up for everyone because Capricorn is the cardinal earth sign. And Capricorn is the 10th house of career and legacy and finances and long-term goals. So I do see that there's a need here to juggle finances, some sort of gift from the universe, some sort of value. And this is about the ups and downs of life, you know what I mean? The extreme highs and the extreme lows. And this is coming out with some sort of love interest. This is the Pisces card. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio energy coming in strongly for you, Aquarius. A lot of people see this as a third-party situation. But I see it more so as a celebration of newfound emotion that you're embracing come January, middle of January, February. This is like your birthday energy. You guys are going to be celebrating a lot, turning up for your birthdays. So happy birthday, Aquarius. But you know, guys, I do see some sort of love offer coming in. Some sort of, might have 3 or more options. Aquarius may have a lot of options right now. And you might be celebrating some sort of new love offer coming in. So aside from that financial balance, there is some sort of Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups always comes with some sort of soft emotion or some sort of emotional message for you. So be on the lookout for that. You may find yourself confused between a few people. So we have the Page of Pentacles and the Fool coming out for you, Aquarius. One more card, please, for that row. One more card to put next to the Fool. What is Aquarius's new journey about? The Two of Pentacles. So that card came out for you again. Give me 2 cards for Aquarius, please. 2 cards for the top of Aquarius's mountain. 2 cards, please. 2 cards for Aquarius energy. I can't wait for Mercury and Venus to enter Aquarius because those are I have Mercury and Venus in Aquarius. So it'd be interesting to see the kind of changes that happen in my life around those times. Let's see here. 2 cards for Aquarius, please. 2 cards for, ooh, I knew I could feel that there was a big message coming. Interesting, Aquarius. We have a lot of energies coming out here. Some sort of decision that is coming very quickly. Some sort of mental decision coming very fast. And I do see that you're handling some sort of mental anxiety very, very strongly. You're handling it like the Queen of Swords would handle it. Very, very nice to see that there, the Queen of Swords with the Nine of Swords. So if there's any of you experiencing insomnia, I just see that this was a darkness that you were going through. And the Queen of Swords, which is your energy, this is air energy. Maybe this has something to do with that decision with the Two of Swords as well. And then we have some sort of, the Seven of Cups has a lot to do with a subconscious realm. So this could be your 12th house of Capricorn, really, really showing you all the different options that you truly have, Aquarius. And this is you well, some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, but this is you moderating and balancing these different energies that you're experiencing. And I do see the Ten of Wands here, so there is some sort of passionate completion, and some of you may be feeling some sort of burden as well. So that was a big message there to come out. But let's get and the Knight of Cups was at the bottom of the deck. So I don't know, this Knight of Cups is really trying to make his way in your reading. He or she is making his or her way into the Aquarius reading. It could be a Pisces energy because Pisces is next up. And you know, Aquarius and Pisces are just always hanging out at the end of the zodiac wheel together. So we have Aquarius and Pisces season coming up, you guys. We are ending a cycle. We are completing a cycle. I'm not sure if many people know how important that is, but come Aries season, we have actually completed a full year when it comes to the zodiac wheel. Aries is the first sign, so interesting. We have the King of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, Taurus energy, Virgo energy, but I see Capricorn. A lot of Pentacle cards. Ooh, all right. We have the Judgment come out. Judgment, second chances, awakenings. Okay, the Spirit. This is a very, very, very... Okay. We have the Eight of Cups for the very top of your mountain, Aquarius. And at the bottom of your deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Changes on the horizon, guys. And I did have... I just opened up the deck to the Virgo card. So I was literally just getting ready to tell you that I seen the Virgo card, and then I opened it up to this deck. So a lot of you are going through some sort of shift when it comes to your inner light. You're going to be reflecting on some sort of inner change that you want to occur. Some sort of change that happens with only you only. And it's some sort of isolated change, some sort of, maybe this is you, maybe you've been isolated for a long while, and that the wheel is finally changing, and you may find yourself not so alone anymore, Aquarius. So I did see that Hermit card there. Some of you could be dealing with a Virgo. Virgo, the wheat bearer, Aquarius, the water bearer. So here's your mountain, Aquarius. And let's start where all smart people start, which is the beginning. Oh, and I can't forget that you guys, first I have to find the damn cards. Oh, I see them. I have a gift for you guys for liking my videos the most last month. And I love that it was you guys who won, because it's kind of like a birthday present. But I have a brand new tarot deck that I'm going to be using for you guys. And also I'm going to be pulling a card from the Wisdom of the House of Night to reveal to you some sort of secret. So I'm going to put those right here so I don't forget. So this is the foundation of your mountain, Aquarius, right here. And this is where the battle begins. So we had the High Priestess come out in the beginning of your... So this is like some sort of spiritual inner knowing. Perhaps you've known spiritually and inside that this was a battle that, you know, you would be fighting, or that you would be climbing this mountain, Aquarius. I'm going to light some sort of... I'm not sure why, but I just feel like Aquarius might need some sage. Maybe I need some sage. So we're just going to light the sage up here. Maybe there's some energy that needs to clear for you, Aquarius. Maybe there's some energy that, maybe it's because your birthday's coming up. But I'm going to light this sage here. Just, I don't know. I also just went and ate, and I'm coming back to my desk. So just want to clear my space. All negative energy is forever banished from this sacred space. Clearing your energies. And it also helps me to have something like that going. Some sort of spiritual smell. Okay, so we've got that going. Maybe it was the High Priestess that made me do that. I'm not sure. But this is a mountain of your light and your dark, Aquarius. One thing about the High Priestess is that she's the inner knowing. She's the all-knowing angel of the universe. Excuse me. And she knows about the dark, and she knows about the light. And she has this kind of... Some people see this card and they see secrets, and they see, you know, illusion. Kind of like the Moon card. And I just don't see it like that. I see it more as some sort of spiritual integrity, or some sort of new spiritual awakening. And it's interesting, Aquarius, you guys do have Saturn in your 12th house, really, really karmically binding you to some sort of spiritual journey. So if you would like to listen more about Saturn, I have a whole entire video for you, Aquarius, that talks about Saturn in your 12th house. So since Saturn has entered this more mysterious realm for you, it could be quite possible that you are taking a more spiritual approach to these obstacles in your life, the light and the dark. The High Priestess is one of my favorite cards, so the fact that your journey is starting out with her is very interesting. And, you know, right in the beginning of your video, I was talking about the Cancer and the Capricorn energy going on. So I do believe that this is the completions and certain inner knowing of your 12th house Capricorn, okay? Because these cards together, it really does, it does seem to me that this will be the Cancer and the Capricorn energy going on. So as far as your 6th house of lifestyle, there's some sort of completion, and that's interesting because we had a full moon there on the 1st. So I think this mountain began January 1st, when a lot of these mountains began, because we entered this year a bit differently than we've entered previous years, because we entered this year with the moon in Cancer on the exact moment that we're entering 2018, and we entered it with Saturn in Capricorn. So there was some sort of spiritual completion that took place with you, Aquarius, and it may have took place on a subconscious level because of your 12th house and because of the High Priestess. She works in a more subconscious way. So right away, I see some sort of completion with your light and dark, and some sort of completion with spirituality. This is emotions as well, because we see the moon here, and a lot of people assume, or a lot of people relate this to a water energy. So yeah, Aquarius, I'm seeing a lot of emotion, a lot of light and dark emotion, and I'm seeing a completion with that. So that is your mountain begins with that, and a lot of these obstacles may have something to do with your spirituality, your inner knowing, the inner knowing. Because Aquarius, come on now, you guys are aliens, so you definitely have a lot of additional knowledge. You guys are all about knowledge. You're the fixed air sign, so you're all about that. And she's right in the middle here. The High Priestess sits right in the middle. So it kind of reminds me of an Aquarius energy, to be honest. And Aquariuses are actually very spiritual. They don't think they are because of how intellectual they are. But you are, Aquarius. You are very spiritual. You're right by Pisces on the wheel. So, you know, you're the water bearer. The star card is a very spiritual card, all about faith in your dreams and your wishes. So we can't forget that, Aquarius. Some sort of completion there with your spirituality. And we'll move on here, and maybe Spirit will show me more about what these cards mean for you. So now we're getting into the kind of the battle part, because every mountain, you know, mountains are hard to climb. They're obstacles. This is Capricorn season here. So here we have a rather challenging energy. And this is the Five of Swords. Capricorn got this card as well. So this could very much be Saturn. Saturn could be, this is restrictions, but see, I got a whole different vibe for the Capricorn video with this. But this is a take energy. This is someone being victorious in a way that is kind of deceitful, because this man, he's very selfish. He has all these swords, yet he's taken swords from these people in the background. And this is an air card, right? This is the only sword card that you have, Aquarius. So your air energy is being symbolized by this Five of Swords. And this can be betrayal, this can be manipulation, this can be defeat for some of you. But I do believe that this is just this is your foundation, remember. This is the reason why you're climbing this mountain. So I do believe that you're climbing this mountain in order to gain mental clarity, because we see the clouds back here. And you're also climbing this mountain to regain mental stamina that was stolen from you, for lack of a better term. I'm not sure if this is your energy, Aquarius, but I am feeling for the majority of you, this is an exterior energy, some sort of person, place, or thing that makes you feel this way. And Aquarius, you're fighting these battles, and this mountain has everything to do with something that has been taken from you. Something that kind of vibrates at this energy where you feel very defeated, you feel very unarmed. This man, he likes to disarm people so that he doesn't, that's the way that he wins his battles. He wins his battles by taking from other people. And Aquarius, that just doesn't seem to me like your energy. You're more so like the person who would be delivering swords to people that don't have swords. You want everyone to be connected, right? Well, this is kind of the opposite of you. Someone who's very egotistical, someone who's very prideful mentally and very mentally manipulating. And we see here in the background of this card that there are mountains back there. So I do believe that this is where the journey began. This is when you started to walk towards your mountain. Excuse me. And, you know, it took an energy like this to actually send you on your way. So, you know, we almost have to look at this in a creative way, because sometimes we have these kind of energies to thank in our life. Because if it weren't for them, we wouldn't have went on certain completions in certain journeys. So we have that Five of Swords right before the world. So I do see that energy, that mental anxiety, that mental cloudiness, and we have you on this card, Aquarius. We have you in Leo, in Scorpio, and Taurus. So these are the four fixed corners of the universe here. And you're on this card. So I see you here, and I see that this is symbolic for your world. This is a good luck card. This is harmony. This is a certain celebration taking place. So this could also be your birthday as well, because we had the Three of Cups. So I do see that some of you are celebrating. And to me, sometimes this card reminds me of a womb. It reminds me of a baby in the womb. If you really think of it creatively, it's like this person is surrounded in the womb, which is interesting because birthdays are solar return. Our solar return is coming back to us, right? We're almost being reborn again. So this is you being reborn again and celebrating your life, celebrating this new you that has been reborn based off of the energies that you have overcome 2017, beginning of 2018. So, you know, some of you could have newborn babies. Some of you could be finding out that you're pregnant. But for the most part, for the majority of you, I am hearing that there's just some kind of celebration. Perhaps just celebrating all that you've overcame. Celebrating your vulnerabilities. Celebrating your life. And, oh, that was what I was going to say, is that the new moon is almost like the womb, right? We will have an Aquarius new moon next month, but tonight we have a Capricorn new moon. So this is a time for you to celebrate your future and to celebrate the completions and the new beginnings in your lifetime, Aquarius. So we have the World and the Wheel of Fortune. So I would say that there is definitely some change happening for you in this reading. So that is the foundation for you, Aquarius. So let's move up your mountain and climb a little bit and see how these energies play out. So we have the Page of Pentacles here. This is a new beginning with value, a new beginning with finances, and also a scholar. This is someone who is really interested in learning. So I do see that there are mountains. A lot of tarot cards I'm noticing have mountains in the background, but that works out perfectly for this kind of style of reading because this is a mountain reading. So I see that you're learning a lot on this mountain. This is kind of a mountain of knowledge for you. Of course it is, because you're in Aquarius and everything is kind of like information for you. So this is you ready to start a new journey, learn new things about yourself and your spirituality. So I do believe that the Page of Pentacles is someone who's ready to start a new journey. He's ready to set off on a new journey. And we put this Page of Pentacles right here in the middle of the High Priestess and the Ten of Pentacles. So that tells me that the Page of Pentacles is clarified by those two cards. And obviously, you know, the Ten of Pentacles is a completion. So we have a completion here and a new beginning. I think Capricorn got this at the top of their mountain. So I see that there's some similarities here between the zodiac signs. So after this completion, you make some sort of completion, Aquarius, within your value or with your family, or with your home life. But this is an abundance of finances or some kind of completion in the career field. But this is all about your sixth house of lifestyle, right? Lifestyle has everything to do with our finances. It's the house of Virgo. So, you know, it's spiritual and it's physical for you. And this Page of Pentacles goes right there in the middle. So this mountain gives you an opportunity, Aquarius, to learn something new about your light and dark. To learn something new about the secrets of our universe, you know. To learn something new about your emotion and about the inner knowing that you were born with. And it's like you're even willing and ready to learn even more about yourself. And it's after this completion spiritually that you're kind of learning this new opportunity for value, this Page of Pentacles. So the middle of your reading, Aquarius, is a new beginning. This is you at the top of a mountain already. The Fool card is actually already at the top of a mountain, and he's ready to take a leap. So it's interesting that right after the Page of Pentacles, some sort of newfound value in a new journey. We see the yellow here in the back of these cards, so very positive illustration. And, you know, you're really ready to embrace these mountains of knowledge. You're really ready to embrace whatever is next for you. I just feel that Aquarius is ready and that you've done the work and you're really ready for your birthdays. You're ready to see what's in store for you in the all-knowing universe. So this new beginning in the middle of your mountain, it shows me that this mountain is a mountain of change, and it's a mountain of a completely new life. It's like closing one door and opening another. So these completions, it really, really does catapult you into a new being, you know. It's like something's revealed to you and you're just not the same person afterwards. I don't know if you feel that you're changing a lot, Aquarius, but I feel that in your reading, you know, on multiple levels. Mental changes, physical changes, financial changes, changes in your values, and changes spiritually and emotionally. So that's pretty much every way that a person can change and have a new beginning. So we have you shown here as this fool who's ready to just make errors and make success, you know. He's ready for it all, the good and the bad and all of it. He's just ready to make that leap finally. So whatever you've been through, Aquarius, it's taught you the lesson of letting go, and it's taught you the lesson of embracing your own future, right? Aquarius is, they're very, very much focused on their future, and they're also focused on the past. So you're kind of the inner body of those two, the past and the present and the future. And we have this Fool card here right next to the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is holding up this coin. Maybe you find some sort of new finances, new job, or new opportunities. Something enhances about your lifestyle, and there are changes made. But I do see for some of you, you finally have the finances to go on a new journey. This could actually be travel. This Fool card, because it looks like he's packed his bags and that he's ready to travel. So you have the finances and you value yourself enough now to go off on a journey. And I do see that some of you may go on this journey alone. I don't see anyone else with you here. A lot of these cards are depicted as being alone, except for the Ten of Pentacles and the Five of Swords and the Judgment card. So, you know, oh yeah, well, I guess the World card isn't really alone either, because all the fixed signs are on it. But I believe that those are the fixed corners of the universe for you. But yeah, this is a new journey of value. And it comes right after the Page of Pentacles. After you're grounded in, there's some completions that take place. The Fool card is being clarified by the Ten of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. So you're ready to move away from that Five of Swords energy. You're ready to move forward with mental clarity and mental enlightenment. You're in a more positive state, I'm seeing. You're happy and joyful. And, you know, even your emotions, you're ready to embrace them. And you're just ready for it all, Aquarius. There's a completion. That you're done with a certain thing. Like, literally, there's a part of your life that you've just literally served. And you're ready for the next chapter. We have the Two of Pentacles here. So the Two of Pentacles is all about balance. It's all about, well, not only financial balance, but mental balance as well. This is just balance in your world. But if you look closer, this Two of Pentacles is a little bit worried. His face looks a little bit concerned. So when you research this card, it talks about how this person, this energy in this card, it talks about the ups and downs of life. We see the ups and downs back here with these ships. But the ships are still sailing. You know, they're still getting the job done. So that's exactly what this man is doing here. He's really stressed out, but he's learned how to dance and juggle the ups and downs of life, the extreme highs and the extreme lows. So financial balance is coming up a little bit for you, Aquarius. And I think this is the 6th house energy. You know, and it could also be the 12th house energy of Capricorn. Because since Capricorn is your guys' 12th house, I do believe that may mean Aquarius may spend a lot of time subconsciously worrying about finances. You know, you guys are very stable people. You want to know that your life is stable and that it's okay and that you're going to be financially stable in your career. Career is very important to Aquarius because career is a part of community, and you guys are the house of community. You guys are about groups. So it is very important that you guys are balancing your finances around this time, especially because your birthdays are coming up and we don't want you stressed out or worried around your birthday, you know. So this is coming up now in this mountain, Aquarius. So I think part of this mountain for you is financial stability, which is what Aquarius in your 12th, which is what Capricorn in your 12th house, Saturn there as well, is trying to teach you. So, you know, I feel that Aquarius is always going to be someone who worries, you know, and I don't see that as a negative thing, Aquarius. I see that as a preparation. You know, you guys, you come from, I know a lot of Aquariuses, and the Aquariuses that I know, they've lived lives where they may have had points in their life where they went without, and it's because they were around people who weren't as worried about the future as they were. You know, you guys are aliens, so you know, your mind is just on a different vibration. It's in a different frequency, to where you already know the troubles that may come. You already know the futuristic technology and the futuristic problems that may come up. You guys solve things in a very futuristic way because you're able to see, you know, what it is that needs to be done on a like kind of a higher intellectual level. And let's not forget here that you guys are ruled by Saturn as well. So Saturn's in your 12th house, and it's very close to you. Saturn is very, very close to you. And it might be causing you guys a little bit of worry. You may be an Aquarius watching this who's a little worried about finances. I think you guys are always worried about either something to do with your career or your lifestyle or your values or money. I'm not sure what this is, but the universe is showing me that it's best if you just try to have a little bit of fun. You know, maybe you can choose some sort of creative expression, especially because there's a lot of 12th house energy for you right now. So the 12th house is all about letting go of worries and letting go of fears and anxieties and just being creative and not even having boundaries, not even having limits, just flowing and, you know, kind of like this water is back here. So I know that might be a little bit challenging to incorporate an energy like that, like a Pisces energy when it comes to your finances. But I feel that this mountain has a lot to do with you over worrying, because you're shown here worrying. You know, your feet aren't even planted on the ground here. You're not even firmly grounded. But the reason for that is that you're just hopping from foot to foot. This guy is literally juggling. But we do see this infinity symbol here. So money is something that is always coming and going. It's, you know, we have our moments where we're financially stable and when we're, you know, when we're not so financially stable. But Aquarius, if there's anyone who can handle the ups and downs of life, it's you, because you literally pour water from both ends of the spectrum, your future and your past, the ups and the downs. I'm surprised you guys aren't a dual sign, you know, because you're very dualistic as well. You're a multitasker. So this is kind of a multitasking energy as well. And this guy is literally just trying to have a little bit of fun while he's juggling the financial struggles of life and the ups and downs of his worries in his mind. Because he is rather worried if you take a look at his face there. But, you know, just like you, Aquarius, when you're worried, not many people, only people who really know you are able to pick up on the fact that you're worried. So it's interesting that we have the Page of Pentacles and the Fool and then this Two of Pentacles. And for some of you, this may be a relationship that you're juggling too. You're juggling more than one thing. So this can be your mind and your emotions, or your finances and your spirituality, or two different, you know, I don't know. But juggling, you know, you can't really juggle one thing. You have to have 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 different things. So that's kind of the act of juggling there. And I do see these ships behind there. There's one bigger ship and one smaller ship. So I do see that this is the ups and downs of life, you know, the have and the have-nots, and the everlasting worry between the two. So this comes right after a new journey. So it's interesting that we had the Ten of Pentacles and then the Page of Pentacles, a completion in finances or in Pentacles, and then this new energy with Pentacles and this new journey. So we have finished, new, and then balanced. So I think that a part of this mountain is balancing the value that you see in all things, even yourself, even your money. And I see that it's a part of your world. It's very important that you're balancing the value in your very surroundings in your entire world, Aquarius. And you actually want to balance this energy as well, because this is validating the Two of Pentacles. So even energies in your life like this need balance, Aquarius. And that's exactly why you're starting this whole new journey. Instead of worrying, you're trying not to be that much of a worrier, I'm seeing. You're trying not to worry so much, because possibly in the past, worrying so much just hurt you more than it helped you. And you're trying to let loose a little bit, possibly because of this new wave of energy. But your world is becoming more balanced, Aquarius. That's what I'm seeing here, is that your world is becoming more balanced, because this is right underneath the Two of Pentacles. And the World card is balanced, and the Two of Pentacles is a balanced card. So I know that that has a lot of worry there. But for the most part, I'm actually hearing from Spirit that it's just meaning balance for you. It's balancing out these harsher, you know, this could be happening in your mind since it's a Sword card. You may just be worried that someone's going to take something from you, that your happiness is going to be taken away, that, you know, when Aquarius feels good, it doesn't ever last very long because they worry themselves into a downward like frenzy. They just feel like something's going to go wrong. You know, you guys are always trying to be mentally on top of a situation. And part of that is, you know, worrying yourself into something going wrong. So this is a mental energy. And I feel that you're just stepping away from that energy and starting something new and really just trying to have a little bit more fun than what you're used to, because you're tired of just worrying so much. You're tired of things not being balanced mentally. So this is mental balance occurring, and this has everything to do with the mountains that you're climbing. So this is what it is, Aquarius. And you know, you're just worried that someone's going to take this balanced situation from you, but I see you really starting a new journey here. And I wouldn't waste any time worrying about the what ifs, Aquarius, because times are changing and they might not ever go back to the way that they were. So let's continue climbing. We have the King of Pentacles now. So I really wouldn't worry, Aquarius. The King of Pentacles doesn't worry. He has a complete control over his finances. He's a very grounded figure. This is a Capricorn energy. And so there is a new beginning here that this Capricorn energy, this new moon has caused you. So this could be you embodying this energy. This could be you with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn energy that you have a new journey with or something. But, you know, part of the King of Pentacles is that he always keeps his foot down. If you can see there, he can put his foot down at any moment, his metaphorical foot. And also his home life is very balanced. He keeps everything under control. His career, his finances, his job, his values, his success, his ambitions, his goals. Very, very man of integrity here. So this might be the energy that you're embodying in order to succeed in this kind of mountain and these obstacles. I do see you here very grounded. We have a few Pentacle cards here. Okay, we have a bit of a mixture between all cards, actually, Aquarius. So let's see here. We have, okay, we have Cups, we have Pentacles. Okay, there is no Wands. So for some of you, you may be missing the passion in life, because I do see a lot of seriousness here. The Two of Pentacles is kind of serious, and the Five of Swords is serious, and the Ten of Pentacles, I mean, the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles are serious. Page of Pentacles, serious. But the High Priestess and the Fool is sticking out to me. So there's some new journey that you're taking spiritually because of a completion. Ten of Pentacles isn't super serious. It has a lot of fun in the card as well. And I am seeing a dog. There's at least 3 dogs in this reading. So I'm not sure if some of you have animals, but I am seeing that there's a dog in the Fool card, and there is 2 dogs in the Ten of Pentacles card. So some of you might be animal lovers. You might have like a pet dog that you're starting a new journey with. But as far as this King of Pentacles, I just think this is the energy that you're embodying. You're embodying this kind of Saturn energy, this more serious energy, this more grounded energy in order to, you know, obtain the things that you want, Aquarius. And you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot of light and dark. You've been through a lot of change, and you're still going through change. So you have every right to want to ground yourself in this kind of Capricornian energy. And this is your 12th house here. So there may be value that you were introduced to recently that is causing you to start a completely new journey. And you might take a leap here financially with something. So maybe that's where the worry is coming from that I'm picking up on, because some of you are actually thinking of changing careers or changing something that you need to take a risk. I see that this Fool is taking a risk, but he's kind of jumping away from the Two of Pentacles and into the Page of Pentacles. So for some of you, you're moving away from a balanced position because you're done juggling. You don't want to juggle 2 jobs anymore. You don't want to juggle 2 different financial situations anymore. So you take a risk and you jump to the Page of Pentacles, which is a completely new journey. So this is a new job for some of you, which might have start initiating at the beginning of the month with that full moon in your 6th house. Some of you are really looking at a completely different new and different financial situation. Especially because I see that you made this kind of decision. You went blind with something. You literally had blind faith on a situation, and you trusted the flow of the universe. And if you haven't done this, you're probably going to come the next couple of months. Because the King of Pentacles, this is you made the right decision. If some of you left a stressful financial job, some of you were very stressed out at the jobs you were working. And, you stayed there because it was good money, but you're like, I really just want to change jobs. There's some sort of new financial and career opportunity coming for you guys soon. And, I feel that you're going to make a decision that isn't quite like your normal self. Normally, you wouldn't make this decision, but since all this energy, it's just time for change, Aquarius. It's almost your birthday, so you're feeling the energy. Listen to your intuition, because you may make a jump financially and land in a very, very comfortable position, in a better job, one that respects you more, one that is based more on your truth and your light. Because we put this King of Pentacles right here between the Fool and the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles and the Fool are both telling me that there's a new something happens new financially by the end of January, coming into your season and into February. There's something that happens that's completely new. New value in yourself and new grounded opportunities. Instead of juggling, you're more free now. You're more confident financially. You're more confident. You're just a more confident and grounded figure is what I'm trying to say. You're feeling more financially stable at home. Something broke free here. Something, I don't know if you dropped the ball on a situation. I know that's usually a negative saying, like, oh, you dropped the ball on that one. Well, I think you're being led to drop the ball in a certain situation because your world is literally changing. I think somebody was taking from you financially for a while and causing you mental anxiety about that. And so you really cut the ties there. You stopped this person from mentally abusing you and taking your finances. Or maybe the universe just, removed that situation from your life and it's no longer happening. Because I do see that you feel completely different. You feel a lot more confident and strong. You really do. Because of this new journey and because of these new opportunities of value. You're learning a lot more about careers and what you'd like to do. This is Capricorn energy here. All this 12th house energy, it means you're going through it. You might not be expressing it outwardly, but you're definitely thinking about it, Aquarius, because it's your subconscious. So subconsciously, you just want to be the King of Pentacles on this new journey with this Page of Pentacles. Instead of being this Two of Pentacles who's just like balance. This is Aquarius energy for you. Aquarius is always balancing other people's problems and juggling other people's financial, doing more work than what they have to for other people, because you guys are so kind. But I see the universe is kind of guiding you to change that now, because this is just people who are taking from you, and they're lazy and they don't want to hold their own weight. But you're going to leave that situation and the ball's going to be dropped, and I hope that they have their shit together, because they can't always rely on you. They can't always depend on you, because you have your own life to worry about now, Aquarius, and you're going to wind up exactly where you need to be. So we have the Judgment card here. Okay, this is definitely judgment from the universe coming down. This is Pluto in Capricorn in your 12th house, ready to burn away anything that no longer serves you. All right, this is the Archangel playing that trumpet of truth to wake you up from these mentally draining situations and financially anxiety situations. This is the trumpet of truth, awakening you to your true value, awakening you to these journeys and these this new life, this new adventure is what I wanted to say. This new balanced adventure that you're going on. And it's just it's like you found gold, Aquarius. You found gold at the end of the rainbow, and you've worked really hard to complete all of these physical, feelable, touchable things. And now the angels are singing for you, and they're awakening this new version of you. This is you, like, around your birthday, when you're literally awakened from your metaphorical grave, and a new you is rising. This is an awakening, an ascension, a rebirth, kind of. Pluto is the ruler of the underworld, so there's something there with that as well, because he's in your 12th house. So subconsciously, you're going through a lot of changes. Pluto is the real MVP. He like changes everybody, you know, he secretly does it. It's the ruler of Scorpio. So this is secret transformation going on with Aquarius. And a lot of people are going to be wondering, you know, what it is that shifted with you guys, because you're not going to be possibly as helpful as you used to be. It's because you have value now. You went through a lot of anxiety that pushed you into self-worth. Okay, possibly you know your self-worth now. So the angels are awakening a new version of you, a version of you that knows your self-worth, and a version of you that's not afraid to take a risk or a leap, a version of you that doesn't let people take from them in their world, a more spiritual version of you, Aquarius. I do see that very strongly as well, that this is a new spiritual journey for you, a new spiritual awakening. And this is a second chance card, so you're going to have some sort of second chance in your career field, or a second chance with a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, because we placed this judgment card right here by the King of Pentacles. So you're going to value this second chance. I think you created your own second chance, Aquarius, by walking away from, you know, juggling situations that made you feel very overwhelmed and in anxiety. But you took a leap, and now you're in a completely different situation. And it's interesting that we have these mountains in the back of this picture as well. So it's calling you down the mountain, Aquarius, and waking you up to the truth. And this is a second chance at a new journey. You know, it's a second chance at a new balanced, grounded life. And I think that's what you've been wanting. I think that's why this is your mountain, Aquarius, because you want to be grounded. And you want to be stable, and you want that second chance at a life that belongs to you and not other people. And you're also secretly spiritual. We have the High Priestess just hanging out down here at the beginning of your reading. So you start out very spiritually, and it's interesting that you ground yourself right after that. It's the High Priestess, and then immediately the Ten of Pentacles. So there's a real spiritual completion taking place. And we've reached the top of your mountain, Aquarius, and we have the Eight of Cups. And right here we have the moon, the sun and the moon. So this is the new moon in Capricorn tonight. And you finally walking away from what no longer serves you. We see you. This is actually a man who is walking up a mountain. If you read this card, look up Eight of Cups online, and it talks about a man who is taking a spiritual journey through the mountains. So very, very symbolic there for your mountain reading, because when you reach the top of your mountain, you're just going to climb another one, because you're that successful, Aquarius. And for this one is going to be a spiritual mountain though, because this card talks all about moving on from the materialistic world. He's moving on from past emotion that no longer serves him, and he's moving on from the people, places, and things that have hurt him emotionally, hurt her emotionally, him or her, guys, all of you. And you're leaving a lot behind after you've done this. After this journey, you're ending this with you know, the ability to just leave it all behind. You realize that this doesn't serve you anymore. People, places, and things, it just doesn't serve you anymore. And you can thank the Capricorn moon, the Capricorn new moon, for showing you this, because this is subconscious for you. So you're going to be subconsciously leaving certain situations behind that no longer help you, that no longer support you. You know, things that were using you before, people who were using you, job situations in your lifestyle that just are no longer good for you, Aquarius. So I do see that you are on a spiritual journey. You are definitely on a spiritual journey. You start this reading off with a spiritual journey, and you end with a spiritual journey. So that tells me that your birthdays are going to be very spiritual this month. And next month, this is a very spiritual time for you. You're going to be gaining spiritual enlightenment. And there's a journey that you guys go on, whether it's alone or by yourself. I do believe that you do it for yourself, though. You do this for yourself. because you know that this material shit, this is materialistic people, places, and things. Things that no longer make sense to you, you're going to leave it all behind. No matter who thinks you're crazy, no matter who thinks it's the wrong decision, you are awakened now. The trumpet has sounded. The angels wake you up. This is like the end of January now. And, you know, you're grounded and you're ready to be that mountain climber. And you're allowing the moonlight to guide you, which is your inner feelings and your inner emotion. Right in the middle of your reading, we have the Fool. And right at the top, we have the Eight of Cups. So I do see that there's just a lot here about a new journey. The Page of Pentacles is a new journey as well. So very interesting there, Aquarius. And this has everything to do with some sort of change that is taking place in your life. And underneath that, we have the Eight of Swords. So, you know, this change is happening because you've been in your mind trapped and stuck and confused for too long. And the universe was there for you. The universe knew that you were feeling this way. And we have this moon up here still. Okay, so this is when the moon starts to show a little bit of a crescent of light in the next few days. So you're going to have a mental decision to make before you can climb this mountain. And it's interesting that we have two cards here. She's blindfolded mentally, so you're very stuck in your mind about something, Aquarius. And it's time for you to see the light. It's time for you to see the light of a certain soulmate situation, right? Because we have the Six of Cups coming out. So if you break free from this mental anxiety energy, which was being caused down here by your reading as well. This is secret. This is in the underlying energy of your reading. Very blindfolded, very stuck and mentally stuck. Not paying attention to your emotions in both of these cards. See her feet? She's not regarding her emotions in a situation. So this mountain has a lot to do with, you know, getting back in touch with your emotions as well, Aquarius. That way that you understand how you feel at a deeper level. And I think that has a lot to do with this new journey as well, because we have this right here at this on the side of this card. We have a house. So you're just you're on a journey to go home. You know, the mountain that you're climbing it's a mountain to go home. And we also have mountains in this picture in the background as well. So it shows me that these are mental mountains for some of you and emotional mountains. But either way, they're better to climb if you take the blindfold off. Okay, you're feeling conflicted mentally about something that's trapping you emotionally, and it's time to let it go because this energy didn't even make its way into the reading. So that shows me that you've been dealing with this secretly for a long time, and some of you might not even be dealing with it anymore because that's why it's so far into, you know, your reading. I literally had to remove the cards there for that. So it's an underlying energy, meaning you probably conquered it and dealt with it last month. And maybe that's exactly what's changing in your life, because that was all underneath the Wheel of Fortune. So I see that there is a lot changing there for you, Aquarius. Now let's bring out this. This is my gift to you for liking my video. You had the most likes. So, you like my little bag? I got it like at Target or something. But here's my new deck, you guys. And I'm going to be bringing this out for, I don't know if I'm going to bring it out. Ooh. I don't know if I'm going to bring it out for Aquarius season or Pisces season, but this is my goddess deck. Ooh, we have a card coming out for you. And this goddess deck it has no males in it. Like, it has a few male energies, but it really helps people get in tune with their goddess energy, their feminine energy. So we have a few cards popping out for you, and it's so cool, Aquarius, because, you know, it has a completely different depictions. Okay, so we have this card come out first for you, and it is the Eight of Pentacles. So we had the Eight of Cups, and now we have this Eight of Pentacles. So I'm going to be showing this deck in a completely new video towards the end of the month, but I wanted to show you guys first. And Aries also got a few cards from this deck too. So I do see that you are working very hard on something. You know, I love this deck because it's completely different, and it shows all the imagery in a completely different way. So I do see that you're working hard. We see this woman here. She's working hard on this. Well, it shows her working hard on a quilt. But it's interesting because even on the quilt, there's pentacles. If you can see that. It might glare a little bit, but there's even pentacles on the quilt. So she's actually putting her money and time and effort into something that she sees as valuable. This is hard work and dedication towards a certain situation, and that card wanted to come out for you. And look at how cool the Ace of Swords looks in this deck. So you definitely have the Ace of Swords as well, Aquarius, to deal. Well, I want you to look at that a little bit more. I think some of you wanted to keep looking there. It's just really, really cool, completely different illustration there. I love this Ace of Swords. Very powerful looking, very colorful. So we have this Ace of Swords for you here as well. And then the Seven of Cups wanted to come out again. I think the Seven of Cups came out for you in this deck, but it's coming out here as well. And here we see a woman who's approaching this kind of glass window, and we see these different cups that she has to choose from. There's a cup with a piece of chocolate cake in it. So if you want any chocolate cake, Aquarius, there you go. There's a cup with a cup of youth. There's a cup with a rose in it. There's a cup with a star in it. So that might be you since you're the star, Aquarius. This is like some sort of purse. There's a cup of finances. And there's a cup of this kind of toxic poison. So this is this is about, you know, finding out what these different cup options have to offer you. You know, we have the Eight of Cups here at the top of your reading, and then this is the Seven of Cups. So, you know, this is a confused energy. You might not know which road to take. It's kind of like follow the yellow brick road kind of thing. But you want to listen to your intuition. I think emotionally, Aquarius are kind of feeling a lot of different things right now. They might be feeling a little conflicted. But, you know, it says shop up there. So just kind of see your emotional selves as a supermarket. And you just need to kind of visit the aisles of your emotion and see exactly what all this means. So we have all these different options. But I really wouldn't choose that cup with the poison in it, because some emotions are poisonous. But you have the Ace of Swords there to help you with that. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So there is some sort of slow moving energy coming your way. Slow moving change, you know, and we see her here in the winter and on this horse. So, you know, just keep the patience, Aquarius, because something is coming your way, but it's just getting there as fast as it can. You have to trust divine timing in the universe. And okay, we have the Six of Pentacles coming out as well. So this is about sharing and balance. So you want to make sure that you're balancing. And these, you know, you see that balance scale back there. So these cards are really cool. And I think I'm going to do, we have the Eight of Wands coming out for you as well. So some sort of fast message coming your way, Aquarius, but it's coming as fast as it can. Interesting. You want it to come faster maybe, but it's on its way. You don't want to rush divine timing there. So yeah, I might bring these cards out your season. I'm definitely going to bring them out in Pisces season, because Pisces is like the goddess of the zodiac and all that good stuff. They're feminine. But I think I'm going to bring it out for your guys' season too. And I'm also going to be recording a video letting everybody know that this new deck is awesome. And I'm going to be showing, I know a lot of people are interested in the new illustrations. This is the regular tarot deck. It's like, it's based off of, you know, regular things. But it has a completely different artwork, and it's so amazing. I get completely different messages from these cards, so I thought I would use a few of them for your reading to thank you for liking my videos. And now I can pull a card here, and this is just my way of thanking you all for 500 followers. I have like 600 followers now, and I couldn't be more thankful for everybody's likes and subscribes. So this is for Aquarius. What is it that's hidden in their reading? What is it that's hidden beneath their reading that we could expose to them? Some sort of secret that Aquarius doesn't know. What's a good card for Aquarius energy for January 2018? Some sort of hidden energy for Aquarius. Ooh, must be a lot that's hidden from you, Aquarius. Let's get one solid card for Aquarius that will best go for this reading. What is hidden? Success. So there's a hidden success in your reading, And I do believe that this means that this is success over this mountain, Aquarius. This is a very Capricorn card. And it's also an Aquarius card too. Both of you, Capricorn and Aquarius, ruled by Saturn, very success-oriented people. Let's see here, 9, 10, 11. So this is 12. 9 plus 3 is 12. So this might be, you know, your 12th house is Capricorn. So it's interesting that we have the number 12 up there in numerology in success. So you're going to gain success subconsciously and success with your spirit and success in everything, Aquarius. This is a congratulations. So Spirit wanted you to know that this is all for some sort of gain, and you're going to be victorious and successful at the end of this journey, and you're going to be congratulated. There's some kind of moving up or some sort of promotion that takes place for you, Aquarius, and it's really awesome that Spirit revealed this to you. Some kind of congratulations here. Who knows where this success, I think it's going to be different for all of you. But just know that you are secretly successful, you are subconsciously successful, and you're on your way to success, Aquarius. And at the bottom of the deck, we have understanding. And this card has came out for a lot of signs. It came out for Libra and Virgo and Leo. So this was at the bottom of the deck. So there's an underlying energy of understanding. So this is understanding success, perhaps in a different way, perhaps in a new way. So maybe that's what your journey is going to teach you, Aquarius. So here's your reading. This is your mountain. Hopefully you were able to see it pretty clearly. And hopefully this reading was relatable, you guys. So if you have any questions, though, I do have all my information listed below. My email, I have my website, my social media. You can always comment below as well if that's the best way to get a hold of me. But I'd be willing to answer any questions, or if you have any feedback, anything like that, then, you know, please leave me that or contact me in my information in the description box. And I was going to say something else. Oh, I am ready for personal readings, you guys. So if there's any of you who are ready or drawn, have been waiting for a personal reading from me, then, you know, I have my PayPal there, and you can email me if you have any questions. We can work something out. Depends on what kind of reading you would like, but I do literally all kinds of readings. I'm very connected to Spirit, so I completely trust that those of you who need messages, they'll get to you. So yeah, if you want to donate to my channel, I would definitely be willing to give you some sort of special message in return for that. So yeah, if that's something you're interested in, then right below you can find all that information. But other than that, Aquarius, happy birthday, you guys. I hope they go great. And I'll talk to the rest of you February Aquariuses in February. See you guys later.